And at number 10, crawling like an insect. This glitch is one of many that's horrifying to witness. What happens when a player is affected by this glitch is that they'll drop to the ground after getting hit, waiting to be revived, and appear to be digging, with debris flying all around them while their body twitches as if they're having a seizure. But here's where it gets really scary. When they try to crawl, their limbs look as if they're moving around like an insect, flailing in weird sharp angles. No thank you. And at number 9, no face glitch. This feels like it's something out of a Fortnite creepypasta. There's a glitch that can remove your skin's face altogether, and it's creepy as hell. Here we have a video from streamer Alien Organism, and his reaction to the faceless skin is pretty darn spot on.
Oh man. Oh my god! Oh, look at my stream! What the? Oh my, no, that is weird. Dude, that is creepy.
Oh, is it? What the heck?
No,
no.
Oh my god, why is your face a baby face?
I mean, it's just skin on skin. It's no. And at number 8, beard wings. When new updates or limited time modes come out in the game, it's not uncommon for bugs and glitches to appear. Now this one in particular is equal parts terrifying as it is hilarious, depending on your sense of humor I guess. After the 8.40 update, players began to notice that the Blackheart skin had uncontrollable beard growth during the deep fried food fight LTM. Now the uncontrollable beard growth, which is like the best combination of words ever, covered most of players' screens. Now for players who experienced it, it can be incredibly frustrating since it blocked out a whole lot of your visibility. So maybe this is one that's scary because you're probably gonna lose your match. To each their own. Maybe you just have a phobia of beards. And at 7, show me what you got. I think this one is pretty self-explanatory.
Fuck. Sorry. Oh man.
Yeah. While some players thought this glitch was hilarious, others found it incredibly irritating since it allowed players to hide behind it, use it as cover, and then snipe other nearby players who couldn't see them thanks to the giant head. And at number 6, laying upside down. This is a glitch that more commonly occurs while in playground mode, and it's one that's scarier when you see it rather when you do it. Essentially, it turns you on your side and causes you to run around as if you're laying upside down or sideways. So how do you make it happen? Well, you need to get an ATK and drive it along the edge of the map. Take it outside of the map and make sure it flips over, hitting the water while flipping. When you respawn, your character is upside down and it is trippy as hell. And at 5, dancing trees? This one makes you feel like you're tripping out on a hallucinogenic. The tree appears to be swaying in the wind like it were one of the blades of grass on the ground below. Except, you know, trees don't move like that, at least in real life. Stare at it long enough and you'll feel like you're having a bad drug experience, that's for sure. Greening out much? Ba-dum-bum. I'm here all week. Actually, I'm here forever, this is the internet. Immortalized on video. And at number 4, broken limbs, oh my. This broken limb glitch, posted by a YouTuber called Space, features some gameplay of Fortnite in which one of their squad members experiences a horrifying glitch that, if it were real life, could fit into a body horror tale for sure. The glitch causes the other player's avatar's limbs to go all wonky, making it appear as if they've got broken legs and arms. When they try to walk, it's even scarier. Their broken limbs prevent them from actually being able to move much at first, but eventually the player starts running around and their leg just goes flying throughout the air like there's some kind of rag doll. Eventually, when they pass the boundary of the storm, their character returns back to normal. Thankfully. And at 3, rickety runner in the ground. Here's one that is utterly terrifying. Now this one in particular happens at Polar Peak, although it's likely that this glitch can occur anywhere, not just in that one location. This one player noticed what appeared to be a one-eyed monster poking its way through the ground. Freaky, right? Well, it turns out it's just the rickety runner penguin glider. You can see part of its beak actually popping up through the ground along with part of the glider itself. But upon first glance, it looks like a creature is trapped under the cement, looking around for a way out. Definitely not a glitch you'd want to spot out of the corner of your eye late at night. But at least once you realize what it does make for a good chuckle. And at number 2, banning swingers. Back in 2017, there was an obnoxious glitch that caused players to be banned. If they jumped on a swing set mid-game, they would be, well, banned. This was thanks to a glitch with Epic's cheat detection in the game. So as you can imagine, there were a whole lot of people upset about this. Now Epic Games sent out an email to some that read, "Important note, we are aware of a false positive with our cheat detection that we are looking into. Clearly this is something that should never happen. The current repro is related to swing sets on the map. Please avoid swing sets as you play. We have cleared all bans applied to swing set impacted users." Now apparently it took a little while for all users to be cleared of their bans though, with players taking to forums and Reddit to complain. To be fair, imagine if that was you. It would suck big time. I'd be pissed too. Plus your game just totally glitches out when you get on the swing, so Overall, not a fun time. Guess stick to real swing sets. And finally, and at number 1, the singing ghost girl. Some players noticed that throughout parts of the map in the Save the World mode of the game, particularly in the woods of Stonewood, you could hear a girl singing in the forest. Now it seemed to be a directional noise at first, but when players followed the noise, they began to hear her laugh instead. And it kept changing the direction it was coming from. One player even claims that when he gave up, she began to cry. This has actually spawned into a handful of Fortnite creepypastas, some of which contain the spooky source of the laughter haunting players outside of the game, although many have just chalked this up to creepy ambience in the game itself. And at number 10, the waterfall glitch. One of the most well-known Fortnite glitches is the waterfall glitch, a waterfall that exists at the top of the map that makes for a great hiding spot. It exists north of Anarchy Arcs and Risky Reels, technically in between them both, where the river that separates them lets out. Being careful to not entirely fall off the map and into the water below, drop down to the base of the waterfall and crouch, walking into the water itself. As you walk in, the water continues to go deeper and deeper, enough to cover you entirely when you're crouching. You can even go behind the waterfall and stand up fully, but be warned, if you don't have any resources, you won't be able to climb back up, and you'll pretty much be screwed. Some players even reported not being able to get back up from the water at all after they entered it. Now, if you don't want to deal with the risk, you can always pull off another alternative trick to this. Other players have used other waterfalls in the game to hide, like the one at Loot Lake, to duck under and hide, becoming partially visible, which can be useful from time to time. In our number 9 spot, under the map. Another popular glitch that many a player uses in Fortnite is hiding under the map. This allows you to hide beneath the ground and take out other players without their knowledge of you being there. While some players use this glitch to troll others, which is pretty great, sometimes you'll have the unfortunate experience of someone using it to knock out all of the nearby competition. It's not infallible though. Often you'll be able to catch parts of these hidden players sticking out from under the grass, and if you're quick enough, you can retaliate and take them out. If you're looking to try the glitch for yourself though, there are a few specific areas that work best when trying to get under the map, either by destroying the walls and the basements of buildings and walking out, or by crouching and walking through ledges on the map. Regardless of this, if you are on the receiving end of this glitch, it can be a pretty unfair way to be eliminated. And at number 8, the wall glitch. As pointed out by YouTuber Troll Ninja XEE, there's a really simple way that you can become invisible and take out a bunch of foes. In this clip, he heads over to Dusty Divot, hops inside one of the buildings, jumps onto a desk, crouches, and shovels himself up against the wall. Kinda makes him invisible. While you may not be entirely visible, it's a great way to hide and take out opponents who are hunting you down, or other players who aren't paying super close attention to their surroundings. It's not something you can pull off with all buildings in the game, but worth giving a shot if you manage to find a similar looking ledge elsewhere. Up next, 7. Unlimited C4s. When you first hear about the unlimited C4 glitch, you probably can't help but think, well, wouldn't that be awesome? How does it ruin the game when it actually just makes it that much easier? Well, think about how much that would suck if you were on the receiving end of those C4s. Yeah. Not fun. While the glitch seems to have been patched now, when players were able to use it, they would have to throw C4 and hold down onto their throwing button, either the left mouse button on PC or R2 or RT on console, then pick up a weapon nearby while still holding it. This would allow them to continue chucking C4s while still holding the new weapon, which in turn could allow you to set up a massive explosion. It appears that this was done while still having at least 2 C4s left in your inventory, but also while having a full inventory. If any of you guys have managed to figure this one out now, give us a shout in those comments below and tell us how you did it. Up next, number 6, hiding spots. There's no shortage of areas in the game that players can use as hiding spots. Every time there's an update, it's as if players find a new piece of the map where they can sneakily slip into and become invisible, making it really easy to pick off your foes without them being able to detect you, without a bit of searching that is. And hey, by that point you'll likely have eliminated them. While this tends to be reoccurring, there are a few spots in particular that have become well known, specifically ones under certain bridges that you can't climb back out of. But for this number, we're taking a look at the crane in Junk Junction. Back when the area first debuted, the large crane that you can find within it had a pretty big glitch where players could slip inside of it and become invisible. It did mess around with your own visibility a bit, but since you could enter and exit it without fear of becoming stuck, it was a pretty sneaky trick that many used to eliminate other nearby players. And at number 5, glider gone wrong. In a video by YouTuber JackoWacko343, we have this unfortunate glitch concerning a glider. In this clip, we see Jacko Wacko land on top of a roof in Retail Row, only to land and immediately be teleported elsewhere, a little bit north of their initial landing location, with their glider easing them onto the ground, which really sucks. They're now in a fairly open field without any cover, and no hint of loot anywhere in sight. For many players, where you land is a big part of starting off a match successfully. It's the very first strategic choice that many make right off the bat. And at number 4, the disappearing act. Every time the game updates, there's always a good chance of new items or even old ones glitching, especially when you play around in the pre-game lobby. This was the case with the launch pad. If you tested it out in the pre-game lobby, often you'd start the game without a pickaxe. A pretty major disadvantage when it comes to collecting resources and even navigating for loot. The glitch would still show your avatar holding their hands up as if they were holding the pickaxe, but the function of the axe itself was entirely gone. Some players also reported that this prevented them from being able to build. On a similar note, in at number 3, the Cozy Campfire Glitch. Back when the Cozy Campfire was introduced, players were quick to realize that it had a pretty major bug. If you used the Cozy Campfire during the pregame lobby, the game would glitch and give you 100 health and a full shield at the start of the game. But it was entirely aesthetic. Your stats would appear this way to you, but the game itself was unable to register that this was the case in reality. Your stats would be the exact same as they would be in a regular scenario at the start of a match. And it gets worse. Players found that if they tried to drink a shield potion, it wouldn't work, putting them at a serious disadvantage. Luckily, the glitch has been fixed since. In at number 2, Frozen Gun. From a video posted by Reddit user Cleanest Alloy, here we have a glitch of immense inconvenience. Say you're in the middle of a heated standoff, and you need to bust out a sniper rifle in order to get the job done. You switch your weapon, but instead of being ready to fire some bullets into your foes, this happens. Your gun freezes midair, detaching itself from you completely. According to Cleanest Alloy, the only way to reverse this glitch after it happens is to switch back from a weapon to the dropped weapon. Despite that, this glitch can seriously ruin your match, especially when in close quarters with other players. And last but not least, in at number 1, the Boogie Bomb Glitch. Every so often you hear about a glitch that gives players a ton of stuff for free. It's not super common, but tends to be big news for a day or two before the glitch is patched up. As of this recording, the latest glitch to fall under that category is the Boogie Bomb Glitch. It was a bug that caused players to have unlimited items, and forced Epic Games to remove the Boogie Bomb from the game entirely. It would come into effect when players used the Boogie Bomb on themselves, giving them the ability to pick up an infinite amount of weapons and items without their inventory ever getting full. Talk about an easy way to score a major advantage. Luckily, as of this recording, Epic Games has stated that the Boogie Bomb won't be gone forever, just until the bug is fixed. So hey, if you're watching this video in the future and lobbing Boogie Bombs right, left, and center, we're really glad that all got sorted out.